Hey folks, I am Brian White, coming to you to talk about fortifying and securing your environment against cyber attacks. Today I have with me some special guests. I got my man Jim Shook in the house, right? Jim is the Director of Cybersecurity and Compliance for Dell Technologies, and Mark Lynn, the Head of Digital Business from NetSync. How you doing, guys?
Doing great.
Great,
Doing
thanks
good
for
today?
having us here, Brian.
Awesome, awesome. Wait, everybody's talking about cybersecurity, right? And some type of security somewhere. Dell is talking about it, other companies, and everybody's worried about protecting their data. So Mark, let me go to you, sir.
Please.
When you think about cybersecurity, what is it that's affecting the market that leverages the trigger of all of the cybersecurity attacks happening so fast and so massive?
Yeah, it's interesting. One of the things that's being heavily covered here is innovation and multi-cloud. And because of multi-cloud and because of remote work, remote learning, the attack surface has more than doubled. We're seeing more threat vectors, right? And then you throw in AI and some of the nastiness is on, and they're getting more sophisticated. The bad actors are using more sophisticated tools, more sophisticated approaches, and that's created a very nasty environment, one which you're going to have to make some strategic investments to help better protect your organization.
Understood. So a lot of things going on, a lot of things affecting the industry, a lot of things affecting people and their data, right? Cybersecurity affecting everything, but people have to be able to be a little bit resilient. Mm-hmm. What that is when a cyber attack happens, how can I recover my data? So Jim, what is Dell Technologies doing to help customers be more cyber resilient?
Yeah, that's a great question. Dell does a lot. So when I think about my practice and being in cyber resilience, we subscribe to a basic idea. It's withstand, adapt to, and recover from cyber attacks and other disruptions. So as Dell as a whole does so much, and you've heard so much about Zero Trust and our Fort Zero project here to kind of withstand those attacks. Right. For our focus, it's on recovery. Right. So that ability to, if the bad actors are successful, unfortunately, and they encrypt data or they destroy data and it affects your organization, planning ahead and having that ability to recover the organization within a reasonable amount of time, efficiently and safely, is our focus. And a great example of that is our school district here, who was attacked by a threat actor, and it took them weeks to recover. And of course, during that time, students are affected, parents are affected, faculty is affected. They put in our PowerProtect cyber recovery solution after the attack, and lo and behold, Mark, you've seen a lot of this, the same actors came back and attacked them again. This time they were able to recover with that capability in 4 hours. Now that's really quick, we don't always get that, but it just gives you a little bit of a snippet for how much we're doing in this space to help organizations.
Oh, that is awesome. That's 4 hours. And I believe it took them weeks previous, and then now when they brought our technology in, 4 hours. So that's awesome.
Yes.
Right? And that's the whole goal of being cyber resilient, being able to keep your business going, right? Now the other thing that's being talked about is this thing called Zero Trust. Oh my.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's talking Zero Trust. But, the thing that comes in is, what does Zero Trust actually mean? So I'm a combo question for you guys. What does Zero Trust actually mean, Mark? And then to you, Jim, what is Dell doing to help with a strategy to build for customers for Zero Trust?
Yeah, Zero Trust came along in 2010 from Glenn at Forrester. He put that together, and over time it's matured, and most people use the never trust, always verify, right? The tagline to kind of do that, but it's really about continuous authentication, inside, outside, you trust nobody. And through that, it gives you that ability to better protect your environment. It includes the 7 pillars. There's 150 different things you need to do plus, right? There's actually a little bit more than that. But to get certified by the government, but also if you look at what some of the non-government entities are doing, they're also looking at doing that. They're doing things, like identity and access management, microsegmentation. Then after that, they're consistently monitoring and watching what's going on to try to get a really good environment that's secure, continually authenticated, and a very deliberate approach to cybersecurity. It's very different, I think, than what a lot. And I think one of the biggest things that comes out of it is people fear how expensive it is. They hear all this hype, you know.
Yeah.
You kind of touched on it, and Jim did too. But it is not that expensive. You're going to spend the money, right? You might as well spend it well. Right?
Yeah.
There's no ceiling on doing good, so you can continue to do that. And I think that's one of the things. And so when I think of Zero Trust, I think of a continual authentication. Think about I'm talking devices, applications, people, locations. That's a really great way of securing your environment.
Awesome, awesome. Oh, Jim?
Yeah, to put this into place, I mean, as Mark's saying, it's kind of a strategy, it's a journey in many respects. And organizations need to understand that it's not just going to be a product or a switch that they turn on.
Right.
And they need a partner to help them through that. So again, we're doing so much at Dell, not just in our products and capabilities, but in strategic areas, helping our customers along, and then even more recently announcement that we're building out an ecosystem of partners. So
Right.
not even Dell alone, we're bringing in other partners into this picture to help organizations on that Zero Trust journey. It's a lot, we have a lot, and we're here to help.
Right. You got to have help. You got to have a family of folks behind you to help you with that Zero Trust strategy, put it in place, and execute it.
And
So,
Brian,
awesome.
there's one other key item to that. If you look at the innovation index that Dell put out, the recent study, and I was part of that, the 77% of the respondents haven't even started their Zero Trust journey.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of work to do here. There's a lot of effort needed, and so having that ecosystem, having that approach, and I think the approach that Dell's taking is really going to be a strong one for customers that are wanting to start that journey. So they understand, where do I start? What does it look like? How do I reach my goals? And when I reach my goals, how do I know?
Right. Awesome. All right, so the last question, real quick. What's been the best thing here at Dell Technologies, besides hanging out with me, of course?
Besides.
Well, that's a tough one. But I love that Zero Trust truck.
Oh, that was
That blew
cool.
my mind. That was really, really cool. And I was mentioning earlier that in a different conversation when I was over by the truck, I was at the Byron Nelson golf tournament 2 weeks ago, and people were struggling to get their messaging and all that because there were so many people there. You can just pull that truck up, boom. You got 5G, secure, you're ready to go.
There you go.
Brian, I love the community, so being here, getting to visit with so many people at once, customers, our partners, other people who work at Dell who maybe I haven't seen for a while, and just that interaction, talking about all these great things going on is really neat.
Awesome. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me, and all the folks out there, hope you learned a little something about cybersecurity, Zero Trust, and how to build and work with a family and a great vendor. And make sure you go get some of these Dell socks. Right? Dell socks.
I want a
They'll
pair.
secure your feet, right? I know, it was good.